Yeah, mic check 1 2. I'm a good beat maker. No, I don't need you to tell me. I'm telling you. What? You want to succeed in this world? Be your number one fan. It's goody. Welcome to Club Shada episode 108. Woo. We rolling. We ready. This t-shirt is new. Yep. I hope everybody's good. I hope everybody is in their best spirits, feelings, emotions, finances, and visions. I am. And yeah, welcome. Happy to have you here with me and my noisy chair. I used to love that new chair, but yeah, I'm getting a new chair. Listen to this. Pissing me off. Damn it. Should I put a cap today? Not at all. No. Staying Kovo Kapita Wednesday today. What's good? I hope everybody's good. This show is brought to you by Shada, where the gods of good fortune. Hi, thank you to all the new subscribers to this channel. Let me see what YouTube is saying. I think we are about to reach 190,000 subscribers. Let me see. Analytics. So 1.1 million views last month. And audience. Let me see the audience. Why do I see my subscribers here? %35% in France, 7% in Portugal, 5% in the US. Damn. For a channel in English, they're all in Paris. What the hell? Damn, I don't even know subscribers. Where are subscribers? The last 28 days. Subscribers, another 2,000 subscribers. Okay, we did more than 2,000 subscribers? No, 1,967. So 1,900 subscribers in the last 28 days. That's beautiful. I get like 80 subscribers per day, more or less. Wow. At what time our viewers are on YouTube? Around 2 p.m., 6 p.m. Between 2 p.m. and 6 p.m., that's where everybody is, 6 p.m. And I'm here at night. This guy doesn't care about what YouTube tells him. He's like, I don't care. I'm going to do my thing. Top cities. Luanda? No, wait a minute. Luanda, Paris, 5,000 people? Damn. So last 28 days, 132 views from Paris, 30,000 from Lisbon, 21,000 from Maputo, 17,000 from Luanda. So look, that's 68,000 just in Portuguese speaking, and then 132 in French. You see? That's why, that's a lot of people coming from Paris. Geography, let me see. Oh, 400,000 from France, almost 80,000 from Portugal, 60,000 from the US, 30,000 from Mozambique, Kinshasa, 32,000. Yeah, when people, I should do a screenshot of that. And when people ask me why I'm doing my channel in English, I just send them a screenshot of all the people and all the languages I'm speaking to. they can shut up. How do I get out of here? All right. What else do I need to know? Wow. Unique viewers, 439,000 people. Returning viewers, 200,000. Engagement. Top videos, something going on. The remix, yeah, this is because of TikTok. Shorts with my songs. Oh, nice. Oh, I didn't know about that. Oh, that's cool. I can see that. People doing Kizomba with my song. That's cool. Oh, that's cool. Oh, it's a great way to discover people using your song on YouTube. That's cool. So I can repost them. Reach 7.8 million impressions, 1.1 million views. All right. Traffic source. Yeah, right. Yeah, cool. Well, it's not bad. We're moving. 1.1. Let's try to go to 1.5. Comments. Damn, comments. A lot of comments on Les DS on A Changé. I got comments on this video all the time. I got to reply to all these comments. Or at least put some hearts to say, I seen your comment. Because most of the time, all you can reply to these type of comments is thank you. Oh, the song, oh, great. Souvenir. I love this song. Like all you can say is thank you. So at a point, just putting a heart is enough. Unless somebody asks a question. Mon débat, c'est aussi pour ça que ça. Quel petit disque de Well, it is what it is. Nobody's in the building. Let me see, do I have some spam? Oh, yep. Spam. Sex porno. Spam. Huh? Okay. This is not spam. You can stay. All right, anyway, let me go back to where I was. I didn't even start my show, damn it. And I'm already here looking at my things. Yo, you know when you're gonna have a great show and when your show is gonna be slow. I mean, it's not a good show or a bad show. It's sometimes when you do your intro, the first 10 minutes, the chat is empty and you're like, oh, it's not going to be a lot of people today. They're busy. And you may have 5 people, 6 people watching. And sometimes you start the show like today, the chat is already full. People are already having their little life inside of the chat. And there's like 13 people. I see 13 people already. So I know that for now, we already have 40 views. So yeah, this is a show that starts good. So, and my question that I ask myself all the time is, when a show starts good, is it because you promote it differently or you tweet it, whatever? Or it's just because yeah. So, yeah, I mean, sometimes people have something else to do. It's just, oh my God, I'm going to use my daughter's doll to scratch my back because I have... Oh my God, it's so good. Woo. Merci, Barbie. Or Elsa, or whatever you know. My daughter is putting her dolls everywhere. The first thing I told my daughter, I don't want to see no dolls in my thing here. So I show her this, and she's not touching this. Sometimes she puts something like, oh my But down there, yeah, she decided that that's her house now. So some Barbies with strange legs. Got some Afro Barbies. Got some Frozen. Listen, when you have kids, it's better to capitulate because they will do what they want to do. They will just turn the house into their own playground. It is what it is. It's joy, so you can't complain. Yeah, so what was I saying? Thanks to all the new subscribers: Suleiman, Divasey, Landry, Mafiosa, Cartel. Damn. YouTube might just unmonetize this video just because I pronounce the name of some of these people. Worldwide Videos, Kaluma, Ludmila, etc., etc., etc. Welcome here. Make yourself at home. I want to acknowledge our stream royalty for the month of May. It was a stream royalty the whole month of May, which that's beautiful. The one and only Bodhisattva with $52. It's a beautiful thing. And you know, I'm getting tired of these plugins that are not playing the music and putting the name of the songs. They've been like acting up these days. I don't know why. Whatever I do, they act up. And I don't know how to reset them. It's a pain in the ass. But it is what it is. There's nothing I can do. Don't mind me. I'm trying to have this thing show you the right song, but it's playing. There should be a way to reset all the web plugs. But yeah, I don't know what it is. Maybe this? No. Oh my God. Or maybe in its own website. Let me check something. What's the name of this? What's the name of this plugin? Forgot. Wait, let me see. Yeah. So let me go to chat. Let me see. What you mean this site cannot be reached? Yeah, of course, if I can't write, it's no more. Yeah, whatevs. To log in from Twitch. This makes no sense, but okay. Log in. I'm gonna remove that thing until it works. Where am I? Don't mind me. Oh, it's working now. All right, cool. All right, perfect. I can leave my email. Oh, I just sold another 2 NFTs. Look at that. Hey, I like this. Yeah, tonight the chat is alive tonight. Wait, somebody. Aye. So yeah, as I was saying, congratulations to Bodhisattva for being our stream royalty for a whole month. Thank you for $52, and congrats to all the people with their super chats that are supporting the show as the show goes on. Master Electronic, I hope you're doing good. Oh, Joel Amen, I hope you're doing good, my cousin. Look at that, yeah. Oof, tonight it's lit. Double XL, what up, my brother? I hope you're doing good. Jujuzan, I hope you're doing good. Fake Free Entertainment, I hope you're doing. You see, the thing is this: when you start changing your names, after that, don't be pissed if I don't forget your real names. What up, Nadia? How are you? Yo, blessings, my brother. Bon Shoesify, what up? No, Bon Shoesify. What's good? I hope you're doing good. Yeah, it's hot, but I have AC. Put some oil on my bird. And Malcolm Beats. Listen, Malcolm Beats is crazy. Malcolm Beats just bought some for his house. He bought himself some KRK, some huge ass speakers, like monitors. But like, unless you live in a house or in a farm with no neighbors, this is crazy. Like, yo, this thing was not even getting in his car. I told him, this is too big. Listen, my speakers, I've been having the same speaker for 12 years. I almost never use them because I'm in an apartment. I don't know if you can see them, but look at the size of them. Behind the screen, you might see them. They're there in the back. You see? Here. It's small. Why would you buy yourself something bigger than that for a house? I don't understand these people. These people are crazy. I don't know. Only him knows. So instead of buying himself something of a normal color, he's getting some huge. But you cannot see how huge they are from the photo he sent me. But trust me, they're huge. But okay, listen. Look, the ones I have are so powerful that in studio, the ones I have, they're like this size. You have bigger ones and then the huge one for the studios. But even those small ones, I have to put my volume always at the first bar. Over the first bar, my neighbors call the police. I live in a rich neighborhood. Like, I mean, I can make some noise here until 9 p.m. But if I go more than the third bar, people will call the police even at 12 p.m. Like, these things are so powerful. And this guy, he's buying himself some. Listen, Malcolm is the future #1 Kizomba Urban Keys DJ soon. And he's going crazy with all the things he buys. I mean, I'm just here being the big brother, telling him, are you not abusing a little bit? He's like, nah, I'm crazy. I was like, okay, be crazy. This guy was goody, Mick. Thank you. Dahlia, how are you? I hope you're good. Listen, this show has been on for 30 minutes and I'm still saying hi to people. Damn. I don't know what to tell you. Anna, what up? Did I say hi to Nadia? I think I did. It is her home and space. Listen. Yeah, you got kids, you know how I do. Lots of love for my nephew, actually. Lee, what up? Good evening to you as well. Everybody, put me in the chat where you are watching from. Put me the flag of where you're watching from and what time it is in your area. Here in Portugal, Lisbon, it is 1 a.m. DJ Lee, what up, bro? I'm still waiting for you to come to Club Shada as our guest. Ezekiel, what's a goodie? DJ Alma, what it do? There's a lot of people tonight. Hey, Emery from Canada. Canada always in the house. The one thing that's good about Ralphie, he has not changed his profile pic. Yeah, but listen, I read Fake Free, I already forgot Ralphie. I don't know what to tell you. Hey. Since I live in a house, I can sing at night, watch movies at night with my home cinema, and I can play music too. It's heaven. Oh, nice. What else you do in this house? And what type of movie you watch? Do you watch your own movies? Do you do movies? Or you just doing webcams like all of them? As long as we're alive, we're going to do all the crazy things as possible. Yeah. I feel you, bro. I feel you. What's good, Smith? Sweden, 2 a.m. 8 p.m. in Canada. South Africa, 2 a.m. 2 a.m. in France. 8 p.m. in America. Look at that. All right, listen. Let's get on to the things. Niagara Falls, Canada, 8 p.m. So I want to talk to you tonight about a few things. Listen, I'm gonna talk about the news as always, the news that we are interested in, that I'm interested in, or not, and then I will tell you about privacy, which is the main subject of tonight, that I would love to have a conversation with you in this world that is changing so much and so fast. The first thing I want to talk to you about is something that everybody has been glued on. I talked about it before, but everybody has been glued on it, and like YouTube was all over it. Like, that was crazy. YouTube was only talking about this like in the last 5 to 6 weeks, and it is so crazy to see. And it was the Johnny Depp versus Amber Heard trial for defamation. Lomé, by midnight and 12. I have to go back to Lomé. So it's finally over. And you know, it's crazy how, so of course YouTube looks like what you want to make YouTube looks like. You have the algorithms. The algorithms will what is this? The App Store? Yeah. The algorithms will change. Your homepage on YouTube will change depending on what you are watching on YouTube. So if you watch 10 videos about Samsung phones, you probably have a bunch of Androids and Samsung related content and smartphones and stuff. So of course, I haven't been watching the live streams like my wife was, but I was watching all the extract, all the things, and it was fascinating to see first how much one news can just make everybody forget something. Like, you give to the whole world. I mean, when I say the whole world, it's like what is important for us here in the Occident, Europe and the US. Probably in Kinshasa, they don't give a fuck. But the whole world was obsessed and trained like by the Occident about the whole pandemic, and it was this and nothing else for 2 years. A lot of people lost their mind, lost their lives. We lost friends, we lost family members, and we lived in fear. And there was this obsession with the vaccine shots, the masks, freedom of not wanting to be vaccinated, all these things. We debated about it. People had opinions that changed with the evolution of the whole thing, and other people were ostracized. Some people radicalized in their opinions. They wanted to force everybody to be vaccinated. Others were like, no, we don't want to be forced to do anything. We don't care. We don't want to do vaccines at all, etc., etc. And then by the time we arrive at the beginning of this year, yeah, I mean, people were starting to go back to a normal, the post life. And then war in Ukraine started, and it wiped the whole COVID. Like, Putin ended COVID. Like, it was over. It was not in the news anymore. Like, the people who were talking about every day, the media that were just like pushing us on disinformation about the vaccine, who's not vaccinated, how many people died, how many people are infected, how many this are, first wave, second wave, third wave, fourth wave, vaccination, first shots, second shot, third shot, fourth shot maybe, that do this, quarantine, all of a sudden, Ukraine, Putin, Ukraine, Putin, Ukraine, Zelensky, Ukraine, yo, bombs, Kyiv, no say, sanctions, oil, let's do this, gas, blah, blah, all that thing, geopolitics, and everybody was forced to decide again, what side are we on? Are we for them, and we are with the good guys, or are we for them, and we are with the bad guys, and our channels get deleted and our social media get removed, or are we for nobody? You have to choose. You have to come with us. And you're like, what about Sudan, Congo? Like, you don't care? Why should I care? No. And then talked about it like crazy. And then Amber Heard, Johnny Depp. Now it was what everybody cared about was just those two. And then there was this horrible shooting, 2 shootings in the same week in the US, showing how crazy they are out there. One guy shot 10 to 12 black people and filmed himself live doing it. And then he's 18. He's a kid. And then the next week, another 18 kid go get guns, kills 12 kids. This broke my heart. So they talked about it, both things, for 2 days. And then they were back to Amber Heard. Johnny Depp. And soon it's gonna be monkeypox. And like the gay is gonna be like, yo, leave us alone. Monkeypox. Listen, the news are exhausting And these people know that when they're obsessed about something and they try to make us be obsessed about something, they make money. They make money, they are fear mongering, and like one subject chase another one. And it's strange society, strange world we live in, but it is the way it is. It's up to you to decide if you want to partake in all this thing or not. So now, the last 6 weeks, yeah, it was not about COVID. It was not about Ukraine. It was about Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. And now they are looking for something new. Now that it's over, the monkeypox, I don't know. I don't think it's gonna stay. It's gonna find something. Don't worry, they will find something. Maybe they will go back to Ukraine and Russia. Maybe China will do something. Maybe China. So when it comes to Amber Heard and Johnny Depp, to me personally, what I find fascinating in this story is how we arrive in the world. And I think this story is very important, not because I'm a fan of Johnny Depp or Amber Heard. I'm not a fan of neither of them. I know Johnny Depp from 21 Jump Street. I don't really know I know some of his works. I think I saw Edward Scissorhands. I saw 21 Jump Street back in the days. I'm not a fan of the Pirates of the Caribbean, so I'm not like obsessed with these ones, but he's a respected actor, etc., etc. But I think people are about I'm not gonna say it's the first time, but in the US there's something that is very sacred, is the blonde girl. The blonde girl with blue eyes is innocent. And in the Me Too movement, you have somebody who hijacked a movement, who hijacked what was at that time the explosion of the voice of the victims, and she used it for revenge against somebody else. And I'm not gonna say that she's guilty because I don't know, I was not there, and the jury will decide. But what all this is showing, and what has been shown, I've been saying it and I'll say it again for this year, especially after everything we've been through. I think people had enough of putting with the bullshit, meaning that everybody is for the victims. Everybody wants the victim to be heard. Everybody wants the women to be heard. Everybody wants the different groups to be heard. But all these groups also have to take their responsibilities, and we as a society, we have to make sure that when somebody says I'm a victim, we have to make sure it's true, because it's true 99% of the time, but that 1% of time can destroy the life of somebody. And trust me, I wouldn't want to be especially right now where there's a lot of people come from 20 years after, X years after, and they come and they use words that are like heavy words against you, and it's your voice against my voice. And if you said I did something, only us know if it's true or not. But if you don't have no proof, right? But for the last few years, if you said it, people would believe you rather than believe me. And I would lose my job, because you have all this pressure from society. And it gave idea to the people who use those things against you politically, against you, and you have to not be stupid about those things. The Washington Post was bought by Jeff Bezos. Jeff Bezos didn't buy it because he believes in freedom of journalism. This doesn't exist. Those people that you believe, if you believe in those things, yeah, well, welcome to Le Monde des Bisounours. Have fun in dreamland. But us who live in reality, we know it has nothing to do with this. When somebody buys a journal, especially now that there's more information on the internet than in a journal, they buy it for influence. If you own a big name like the Washington Post, you can use it for your business or against somebody's business or somebody's political views or for your views. That's it. This is why Trump wants to buy Twitter. Listen, is to have weapons against the people who are against him as well. It's a place of power. It's a place where people talk. It's a place when you can talk and be sure that you're not going to be censored. So the best way to not be censored is to own the shit. Same. And a lot, if you look at all these media group, they are owned by people. They are owned by big families or big groups. BlackRock, Murdoch, this, that. And those big groups have deals with companies that make vaccines sometimes, or they make this medicine, or they run these policies. So of course, if you are heavy sponsored by the NRA in the US, yeah, when there's a crime, instead of saying, oh my God, somebody killed 12 kids, you're gonna ask, were they legal immigrants? That's how it is. I mean, it's the same thing in France, it's the same thing in Portugal, same thing everywhere, same thing in Congo as well. And trust me, when you see French and Occidental magazines and publications and all these places that run the world, when you see all these people talking about somebody just before the presidential election of Congo, it means that that's the guy that they chose. Because they don't talk about everybody else. They're going to talk about this person. It means that there's some tractation that are done in the back, and they are trying to already put you as the face of, and they try to to run the world as they've been used to. But the only thing I said to myself at the end of this thing is, when you see somebody who's fake writing, who's accusing somebody of something, and instead of sticking to what she says, she keeps adding stuff. She just adding lies on top of lies on top of lies because she knows she's not credible, but she's in her own universe. She believes she is. And listen, it's scary. It's scary because if we move, listen, when you do bad things, you know you did something bad. There's no way around it. But when they start moving, what is funny, what is not funny, what is trying to get you, and what is an aggression, what is consensual, what was not. Oh, I didn't say yes. Oh, wait, what? Like you. So, and then they come back to you years after. You ask yourself, like, wait a minute. So if I was super powerful, what do people have against me? Like if one day I want to buy Twitter, or I want to buy a big magazine, or I wanna run for president of Congo in 10 years. Let's say 10 years, I'm 58. I say, yo, it's time. It's time to change this country and try to do something. Try to do something with a vision. Try to not have just one central city, but 10 megapoles and do some big highways between the cities and protect the frontiers, have a real army, like some real stuff. Use the money, be less dependent from outside, change all these bad contracts, like let's go. So probably they would assassinate me quick because of the ideas I have and the way I would do them and the way I would just cut some stuff. I'd be like, yo, this deal wasn't fair. Renegotiation. Oh, we have the deal until 2099. Nah, it doesn't work like this. You know it doesn't work like this, so fuck out of here with that deal. We're gonna do a new deal because this is our country, this is our land, this is our resources. We're gonna do it differently. Oh, CIA sent somebody. But because nowadays, you cannot kill people like that. You can, but what they will do, they will use all these things from all these movements. They will find something I said in a video. So we'll go through 2,000 or 5,000 episodes of Club Shada and be like, he said this in 2021. He said this, look. Or he joked about this, or he joked about that with his friend Bodhisattva. And boom. Now they're starting to use this, and now they put all the machine against you. So in 2016, that's what happened to Johnny Depp. The machine was against him because somebody came and pretended that she was a victim. And like Oprah says, if you say you're a victim, I believe you. That's it. If you say you're a victim, I don't care if your story makes no sense. Jussie Smollett, you are. I believe you. Let's go. And yeah, I believe that if a story makes no sense, and if you're clearly lying, or if there's a doubt, we have to be able to ask about the doubt. Just because this is the life of somebody else that you are ruining if you are lying. And the whole world is now asking themselves, did we let that woman ruin the life of Johnny Depp? And we did not say nothing because we were scared to say, are you sure? Because she has a long history of fucking other people. But could she be a victim? Yes, of course. Could she tell the truth? Yes, of course. Does these 6 weeks of looking at them tell me that she's telling the truth? Oh, hell no. Her whole story makes no sense. All the people that she cheated on this guy with, and look, Elon Musk is involved, James Franco, all these people, orgies, all the audio that we've been listening. She is clearly a problematic person. And listen, I don't know what the jury will say. I'm curious. But I believe that Johnny already won in the court of public opinion, and he's gonna make people ask themselves the right question that I've been asking for a long time now. When Jussie Smollett lies about his aggression, us as the allies of the LGBTQ and them as well have to also take responsibility when one of their own fucks up and use the whole thing against it. Even if you were rooting for him in the beginning, you have to be able to say, yeah, he fucked up, and he used us. We feel used, and because it's not your fault when somebody uses your message to do malice. It's not your fault, but you have to own it because it's your message, so that next time somebody uses your message, we know that you as well gonna be like, yo, no. Because if we don't punish our own or say something when our own use our message against us, the real victims and our message suffers. because then everybody uses those people against us. They're going to use them against victims of domestic violence, of a victim for trans, victim for, like, they're going to use the people who are against you and your message. They're going to use those people. They're going to be like, yeah, you're a victim just like her or just like this person. So you also have to be proactive. And I think all these groups are growing up from that. So we'll see Tuesday or Monday, tomorrow, what they say, the jury. Up to them to decide what they're gonna do. I don't know. I mean, I don't think it's a money question. So I don't even think Johnny Depp, I don't think he needs 50 million. I think he has, I don't know his finances. I don't think he did it for the money. I think he really did it to be able to tell his story to the world and clear his name. And if I was in this situation and I knew I was right, I would exactly do the same thing. I would go and ask for this thing to be televised, because he could have done this whole thing and say, no, we want to do a private thing, and then people will know the outcome in the end. But he really wanted this to be public so that people could see what he was against. And I think that if he did this 5 years ago, he would not have been able to win, because everybody was obsessed about the whole Me Too movement, etc. Now people are starting to be able to think a little bit and be like, yeah, listen, the movement is great. We still have to think. We still have to be able to say, I don't know, I'm not sure, So yeah, let me remove this from my list of things I have to talk about. Then I'm going to talk a little bit about music business. But first I have to see what you guys are saying about that. Ma fille et moi, on te dit allô depuis le Québec. Hey, le Québec encore. On aimerait avoir une collaboration au Zoo Club. What does that mean? Johnny Depp could win because Amber is known for doing people dirty. Yep, I do agree. My neighborhood doesn't allow me to use my speaker as I want. Hearing this boy is complicated. In Africa, if I start to play a song at 1 a.m., everyone come to start a party. Here to call the police. Yo, listen, I live in Parc d'Astasson, so the thing is this: I was raised in France, so I'm used that after 8 p.m. I don't make noise, and my whole system after 8 p.m. I don't like noise myself. So during the day, I put my TVs at 25 volume, and I feel it's normal for me. But after night, let's say starting 9 p.m., 8 to 10 p.m., if I put my volume at 25, it sounds loud for me. When it's the same thing I'm gonna watch, I'm gonna be, damn, this is loud. And I'm just gonna, so my whole system is wired like this. And this is why I mix on headphones, and I listen to music usually on headphones, because I'm used to living in apartments, and I'm used to knowing that I have neighbors upstairs, downstairs, on the sides. So I'm respecting them as well. And listen, the same way, if I'm sleeping or I'm working, let's say I'm recording a song, I don't want somebody to make a party upstairs because I'm trying to record vocals. I need silence. So I believe that, yeah, living in society, you have to know about those things. We are living inside of an illusion. The Truman Show. I hope one day people will wake up and understand the value of being alive. I do. The world is dangerous in a broken world. Hi, Julie. They will. I'm telling you. Listen, we had some crazy, like, I would say the three people who got the most hate this last 3 months are Amber Heard, and it's crazy because she's a blonde American. But yeah, listen, blonde American, blue eyes. She has like everything that is supposed to be protected. Maybe if Johnny Depp was a black guy, maybe, oh, he would be fucked. But she's against, yeah, Johnny Depp, somebody that people love. So the people that had the most hate in the top 3, on number 1 position, I put Amber Heard. On number 2 position, I put, yeah, Jada Pinkett. Oh, she got a lot of hate last month. And number 3, I put Jussie Smollett. And listen, yeah, I don't know who deserves it the most. I think the person who deserves it the most is Amber Heard, because she's a pure Karen. She's like, she seems to be a pure Karen. She seems to be somebody that doesn't care about the truth. She just cares about having what she wants. Listen, there's a lot of videos circulating now on TikTok of, you know, like every time somebody's talking, she's writing, and people are like, what is she writing? Actually, she's fake writing. She's just putting herself in a persona to pretend that she's working on when there's a case, and actually she's not. So when you look at all this, you're like, what's wrong with that person? This but hey, listen, yo, good luck. Now listen, I'm gonna keep the music thing after. I want to talk about Justin Timberlake selling his catalog, but I'm gonna keep this for Wednesday, and I'm gonna talk to you about the Spotify fan study, but also I'm gonna keep it for Wednesday, because I have to keep. I'm trying to keep this show under an hour and a half, 2 hours. So and also then I have a subject for the next episode already. So let me talk to you about privacy. So how did I decide to talk about this today? I want to talk to you about something that exists already. So let me go to Apple. So Apple created a tool called it's called, I forget the name about it, for the name of it. Oh, this is nice. What is the name of this tool? There it is, the AirTag. So what is an AirTag? It's something that is super small. Let me see what they. Yeah, an AirTag is the size of a. Look, it's the size of a key. It's a small thing, right? But the great thing about the AirTag, let me see if I can have. All right, there you go. So once you have an AirTag somewhere, you can find it anywhere. And like, let's say you put it on your keys, you lose your keys, you can know exactly where are your keys, like up to 1 foot. So that's 30 centimeter. And once you put it somewhere, you know exactly where it is. So you can buy a few of them, put them in your wallet, put them in your keys. Maybe you have a bag that you like, or maybe yeah, you know, you can buy 10 of them and add them to every object that is important. For example, I don't know if you remember, I told you that when my wife was in Guinea-Bissau, somebody stole, so they were doing a photo shoot with a friend, and some gangster guys arrived out of nowhere with knives, and they stole the camera, her bag, and they of course they run, and they was near a street, so they just call police, etc., etc., and so no harm was done to them. But the camera that I just offered her, so I offered her my Canon 5D, and with a nice lens, probably around $2,000 of material, and everything was lost. But like I told her, listen, I bought that camera a long time ago. What is important for me is that you are safe. But what she did after that, she was going with some friends of her that know some gangsters, so some people, some locals, and so they went, and these guys went inside of the ghetto because they knew more or less who were the guys. So they were like, hey, let me go get the guys to at least get you your wallet back, maybe your camera back, something back, so at least, and explain to them whatever, maybe we can negotiate something, right? Because you have lots of ways to try. You can send the army, you can send some gangsters too, if you have some gangsters, whatever. Anyway, and that's when I was like, yo, if let me track the camera. If on the side of this camera I put here or somewhere, yeah, I can lock them here. I put a little, because it's small, it's the size of a coin. If I added the air tag, I would have been able to track the exact location and send her this location, and maybe she would have been able to send people and say, yo, this is exactly where they are. You see what I mean? And when I was talking to a friend of mine about this, the first thing she told me was like, oh, I'm going to put this in the car of my boyfriend. And I was like, oh, no, that's not the point. But today I was, when you have kids, so listen, everybody who's a parent here, the chat stops. The chat stopped all of a sudden. I know you're still here, but say something. Listen. As soon as you have kids, the news is not the same for you than it was before. Soon as you have children, wars that you didn't care about scare you. News about people shooting schools touch you in such a different way. Because you always say to yourself, those parents could be me. And you say to yourself, when you see stories about people who they were with their kids in the park, but they were not really paying attention, or they were walking, the kids were playing, they let the kids run far away, they were looking at their phones, and all of a sudden the kids disappeared. And they don't know how, etc., etc. And when you have children, you don't see it as oh my God, poor people. You see it as, oh my God, it could be us. It could be us depending on country. Listen, like every time I'm thinking of, so back in the days when I would go on a holiday with my wife, so 9 years ago when we met, and we were celebrating, like we're going to holidays, we would go to Thailand, we would go to places, we would love to have those nice hotels room where from the bedroom you can directly just open the window and jump in the pool. It was amazing. We were young, beautiful, and sexy. But now, the first thing I think about when I'm thinking about those houses, those swimming pools, those places is, yeah, but what if my kid falls? So until she knows how to swim, like well, and she just swims by herself, etc., all these types of hotel, I'm not interested in, because I see everything as the father of a 4-year-old kid. So she's gonna be five in a month, but I see everything from these eyes. And whenever I see, like, I was showing my wife, what's the name of this? I was showing my wife. Let me see where it is. Those beautiful. Oh no, wait, it's in. Oh. I was showing her, one of these nice hotels in Zanzibar and all these locations that we could not even go on a honeymoon because of the whole situation that we had the last 3 years. But as I was showing her all these places, and I was like, yo, look at how amazing it is, da 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 da. The second thing I was telling her was, nah, like with the kid, this is not gonna happen. You see what I mean? Wait, what's the name of this place? It's not Zanzibar, it's the other one. How do I forget the name of these all of a sudden? Let me see. And the first thing I was saying to myself was, yeah, I would love to go in these places, but with the kid, it's complicated. You see what I mean? It's like, let's say you want to take let me see. If you want to go to a kind of if you want to go, to these hotels where you have the sea all around you, and you have like this whole villa or bedroom that's directly connected to the sea, and then you have a swimming pool straight coming out of the water, and then anywhere you can just fall on the water. And if you go as a couple and you both know how to swim, you're cool, and you adults, because like the water only goes up to here. So like, but if you go with a baby, with a kid that is 4 years old, you're gonna be like, it's not gonna work. You see what I mean? You're gonna be like, nah, as a kid, it's not possible. So as I was today, I was with my kid, so she was obsessed with going to Hotel Myriad today. I don't know why. And yeah, she was telling me, like, she just woke up and she was like, I want to go to the hotel today. So there was a little, I took her there we were. So I took her to the Myriad today, and we went to have some food together. And after that, she told me she wanted to go to the park. So yeah, took her to the little park that's in front of the house. And as I was walking with her, looking at her, she was running, and when we walk, she never far from me. She always hold my hands. But there's this point where she was going a little, she was happy, she was running, and she was not far from the park. And I told her, hey, Come back here. You stay near me. I'm in a very safe neighborhood. There's no problem. Kids run, etc. We look at them, but still, I'd rather you near me. And then I start thinking, because listen, people like me, people who are very smart, and people who think a lot, who never stop thinking and never stop doing scenarios in their head, we always think of things that could happen. This is why we are proactive. And I'm always like, oh, yo, somebody could arrive from nowhere if she's far and just run away with her, put her in a car and just drive. And this is something I'm always alert about, those things, because they can happen. You never know. And so then I said to myself, would I buy some Apple AirTags and be able to track her? Put it in her back pocket? Would I do this? And then I was like, when you think about it, when it comes to security, I already have an app where I know exactly where are all the devices. And I can really go in the map and see exactly where all the devices are. All the computers of the house, the Apple Watches, the iPads, the AirPods, the phones of the whole family. Me, my wife, my kids, etc. And we usually just go in there when, let's say, my wife is telling me that she's at the shopping and she's about to come, but I don't know where she is yet, and she's busy, but I don't want to just call to say, hey, where are you? Are you coming? What? Sometimes you just go on, you check on the map, and you know that she's still there. Okay, peace. Or last time my wife lost her AirPods, and she really didn't know where they were. So she was asking herself, did I lose them at my mom's house? Did I lose them at my sister's house? Or did I lose them here in the house? Or maybe did I forget them in a restaurant somewhere? So we went to the app, and we could see from the app that, nah, they're in the house. Last time they beeped, connected, and it was in the house, and it was X amount of hours ago. Yeah, you were already back in the house. So we were like, okay, they're here in the house, so we have to search in the house. And we finally found them. And most of the time you find these things in the stupidest place. But then I asked myself, when you think about privacy, would you, in this world that is changing, so that's just a question for you guys in the chat. Would you, in this world that is changing, accept to wear a tracker for your own safety? Listen, let's say you are a president, you are somebody important or whatever, or maybe you are very rich and you don't want people to harm your kids or to take your wife away, something, right? Would you put something here, like, or somewhere in your arm or in your body? Would you accept, because it's coming, trust me, would you accept having a tracker or putting a tracker in your kids just so you know where they are? And not in a way that you want to, of course, and again, as always, for the 99% of cases where it is, it is good people doing it for good reasons, there's going to be that 1% of jealous husbands, crazy husband, all these crazy type of people who will use it to control you. I know that. But still, those who have kids here, would you put, maybe until a certain age, of course, but until they are, I don't know, 10, 12, 13, 14, like there's a point where, you know, you let them just go and come back, etc. But would you wear or have something? So maybe just have them first in your objects, like, you know, I don't know if somebody already stole your bikes. This is convenient. You have your bike, maybe you have a scooter, maybe you have like this a nice camera, a wallet, like the phone, you can track it already. But would you extend this to also people in your family where, let's say you have because in the beginning I was thinking about it about my daughter, but then I was like, imagine if we had a tracker with biometrics, because already right now my watch can tell me, my watch is always checking my heartbeat. So it knows if my heartbeat becomes irregular, or if there's something strange, it's going to send me a message telling me, yeah, you should go to the doctor. Even if I'm not feeling nothing yet, if my heart is starting to fail, it will tell me. It also checks when I sleep. It also knows a lot of things, when I walk, all the movements. Now, imagine if we go from here to maybe just a bracelet like this. Let's say something like this. Let's say everybody has a bracelet like this, and all your kids have a bracelet like this. And there's nothing, but it knows heartbeat, respiration, blood pressure, and position. And of course the people you trust can have this information. So maybe husband and wife, maybe just you and the friend that you want to be alerted in case there's a problem, or maybe you, your kids, or maybe you with your best friend. Let's say your best friend has a problem, the heart stops beating, you receive a beep, 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 beep. You can call to say, are you fine? Or maybe you have a thing that just alerts the emergencies when there's a problem with your heart or anything. And it knows your location as well. Would you let the privacy for the convenience or the protection? How would you feel? Personally, I wouldn't mind, with certain, of course, with certain conditions, of course. But I was saying to myself, that's a very interesting subject. And I believe that those, like, you know, privacy, back in the days, people were yelling to not even have any information about them, how much money they have, etc. And now people are happy to put it on the blockchain where anybody can see how much money you have. People are putting everything they do and their locations on Snapchat. People are putting everything in platforms like Instagram and Facebook and Twitter. They're saying everything about what they think and how they think, what they believe, who they vote for, etc., etc. All these things that I consider private. Now everybody's just like sharing everything, oversharing. So I believe that in 10 years from now, we might be in a place where maybe somebody puts something near your bone or somewhere that is hard to access, and then, yeah. I think the first thing a thief would do if he steals a gadget with a tracker is deactivate or remove the tracker. But then it depends. That would be after a certain point where everybody knows that everything has a tracker. But there's a lot of people who don't know that there's trackers. Not everybody knows that. Let's say one of these things has a tracker. You wouldn't know. Some people don't realize that my watch has a tracker. But listen, if I'm somewhere, the people that know my location that I share it with They know where I am. If I don't say nothing for 5 days and my wife is like, oh my God, something happened to him, maybe somebody kidnapped him, she can go to her phone and she will know where I am. If I'm with another girl, she's gonna be like, what the hell? But if I've been kidnapped, she knows. And maybe the kidnappers don't know. So let's say, of course, now you have those watches, but let's say if it's in a ring. Let's say you have a ring that just pings your position. Nothing else. To maybe not your wife, maybe just to the security agency you work for, or that you hire for your security, like, or maybe it's in a tooth, like here in the back. Since everybody's changing their teeth, you add one with pings every 10 minutes. Boom, pings your position and pings it to any phone, and the phone sends it automatically without even the owner of the phone knowing that it's been pinged. So that's the network that. So let me show you the system that Apple invented. I don't even know if I can find this. Apple. Let me see if I find. I'm not sure. No, I don't know if I'm not gonna find this. But what Apple explained is that the way there, even if you don't have even if your AirTag is not near an internet connection, it's not on the Wi-Fi, it detects every iPhone around it, any iPhone. So let's say you have your keys and you have your AirTags on the keys, and you lost your keys in the park, and you're here, you don't know where are your keys, and you look at your application, you still don't find your keys. If I pass by with my iPhone and the AirTags sends a very low energy Bluetooth ping, sends a message, and my phone catches it, my phone will receive the location of this thing, but this thing will not even tell the owner or receive this thing over. No, it will just receive the location, and soon as it's connected to the internet, to 3G, whatever, it will just send it to Apple server in a encrypted way, and the Apple server will tell you, hey, your keys are here. So they have a whole system that they built around all the iPhones that exist that can give you the locations of every iPhone, because they all send each other the information without you knowing. So if you have an iPhone and you pass by another iPhone that is not connected to the internet, this iPhone send its location to your iPhone without you knowing, and your iPhone send this information to Apple, and then this information is sent back from Apple. Apple doesn't know where you are, but it's sending the information to your phone, and your phone knows, oh, it's my keys. Okay, so you can see that information, but every iPhone is sharing itself all. So it's a huge mesh network of all the different Apple phones, computers, iPads, Apple Watches, AirTags. All of them are all connected. And what they're doing now is that you can also, when you build a bike, you can also have some bikes that already have the information. They can also use these APIs to connect with the iPhone or the Apple system, so that they are also compatible without buying an AirTag. Let's say you buy, so let me show you. It's easier. AirTag. So can I have English? Oh, who cares? Okay, so let me see. Did they talk about this here? You see, he sent a Bluetooth signal secure Bluetooth signal and is detected by all the dispositives. Goes to iCloud, etc., etc. It's designed, of course, to make sure that somebody is not using it to follow you, because some people, what they've been doing is that they put an AirTag on your car and then they wait for you to park your car in your house, and then now they know where you are. But there's a way for your phone to tell you, hey, there's an AirTag near you, and it's not yours. So they also built a system, because it would be too easy then. I'm trying to find. Yeah. I think it's in the presentation of Apple that they were explaining all this when they presented the AirTag. So, but it's all right. So, I mean, this could be useful for some things that you care about, or maybe, yeah, listen, your daughter goes somewhere with school and you're not sure, you can put one in her bag, etc., etc. Like, so some, as I was trying to tell you before, some companies now, they can also be part of this network. Let's say you have a bike. Let's say the next camera like this has it's not the AirTags, but is also part of this system. You can just register it with your phone, and then it will be connected to the same Find My, and then you can find it and it will ping the location in with the rest of the whole system. So it's kind of interesting, but to me, it opens a lot of questions, because, yeah, listen, in 10 years, 15 years, maybe people will be like, yo, listen, let's put this in our bodies. People will eat a location tracker, or they will have somebody put them here somewhere. And when somebody kidnaps you, the first thing they do, they have to cut. Like, yo. Oh shit. MJ, are you singing that song or not? Just tell me so I know. Just asking. Parenthood. Just make the third one and be done with it. Out here, you can just black music out loud at any time. I lived in a townhouse where a Latino couple moved in, and they played loud music on a Saturday morning. They were evicted in 2 months. Yeah, I would be part of the eviction. I have two young ones, and I don't even want to go on vacation with them for at least 5 years. Oh, come on. The hassle is too much, honestly, and kids are so demanding. I still don't know. Listen. Personally, yeah, I don't know where I would or how I would do it, but it is complicated. I think the first thing a thief would do if she steals a gadget with a tracker. Yeah, I saw that one. Because of the way people are using AirTags to track the wrong way, they're changing the way AirTags work. Yeah, now I think you can get a ping when there's an AirTag that you didn't ask that is following you. So so you cannot just put it in somebody's car or put it in somebody's pocket and they don't know. L'adage dit vivre heureux, vivre caché. Mais quand il y a un intérêt, les gens reviennent sur leur respect de la vie privée. Pour faire bref. Yeah. telling you, it is true. It is true. Sounds like, Black Mirror. When I watch Black Mirror, I'm like, yep, some of those things are coming. Some of those things are coming. Si tu as un iPhone, tu peux activer une fonction qui te permettra de détecter les trackers qui te pistent à ton insu. Yep, exactly. Exactement. They just add that. They actually even put a whole document about it because there was a backlash, of course. And AirTag was designed to help people locate their personal belongings and not to track people or another person's property. And we condemn it in the strongest possible terms. Any malicious use of our products. Unwanted tracking has long been a societal problem, and we took this concept seriously with the design of AirTags. It's why the Find My networks, it's the name of the network. The Find My network is built with privacy in mind and uses end-to-end encryption, and why we innovated with the first ever proactive system to alert you of unwanted tracking. We hope this starts an industry trend for others to also provide this sort of proactive warning in their products. We've become aware that individuals can receive unwanted tracking alerts for benign reasons, such as when borrowing someone's keys with an AirTag attached, or when traveling with a car with a family member's AirPod left inside. We also have seen a report of bad actors attempting to misuse AirTags for malicious or criminal purposes. There was somebody, like I told you, you have a nice car, they just put the AirTags in there somewhere, usually in the wheels. They put in the rims, between the rims and the caoutchouc, and there you go. Apple has been working closely with safety groups and law enforcement agency. Through our own evaluations, in this discussion, we have identified even more ways we can update AirTag safety warning to help guard against further unwanted tracking. We've been working with law enforcement on all AirTag related requests we've received based on our knowledge. This instance is one too many. It's rare. Every AirTag has a unique serial number, and paired AirTags are associated with an Apple ID. Apple can provide the pair account details in a response to a subpoena. Blah 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 blah. New privacy warning during AirTag setup. Okay, addressing alert issue for AirPods. We heard from users who have reported receiving an unknown alert. We've confirmed this food alert will not display if the AirTag detect near you. Blah 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 blah. Precision finding, display alert sound, etc. etc. So yeah, I mean, you have to understand, as I was saying to you when we were talking about Johnny Depp and Amber Heard, for every time you're gonna have new things, new technologies, new groups, you're gonna have people that are gonna use those things for the bad reasons. It is the way it is. It's always gonna be like this. And what you have to do is just make sure. But still, like, my question here, if you have children, would you put them like a necklace with a tracker just for peace of mind, or in a teddy bear, or in their bag, or in their pockets, or as a bracelet? I mean, it depends. Like, it depends where you live. It depends of a lot of things. But trust me, those who had their family members kidnapped, they wish they had a tracker. So I wouldn't say, private. Yo, Okay, let's say I was a multi-millionaire and I live in a nice place, but yeah, let's say somebody might want to kidnap me for ransom. If I was super, super rich, if I was like Jeff Bezos level rich, billionaire, I'd rather have a tracker and my security firm, or my wife, or maybe just my wife, or maybe, yeah, just my mom, somebody that I really trust. Or maybe there's like a thing that is only activated with something, and they know my location. Yeah, listen, if this can save your life, listen, I wouldn't be like, privacy. No, I would be like, yo, if this can save my life, or this can prevent somebody to send my kid finger in the mailbox and ask me for 1 million, like, yo, just saying. J'ai dit seulement. The kidnappers would have a device that will let them know there's a tracker implanted in somebody, and the first thing they do will be to remove it. Yes, but this you are saying if you are talking with smart kidnappers. Not all of them will be. You see what I mean? Of course, you're gonna have some they know. Or maybe once, let's say everybody has a tracker. Because right now, nobody has, more or less, right? But now everybody has phones, so people are starting to know. Oh, fuck the phone. You have to turn off the phone, right? But in 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, 50 years, let's say everybody has a tracker in their body. Let's say everybody, as soon as they're born, poop, they put the RFID here, somewhere, there, whatever, in the body. Or in the court, somewhere. In this case, yes. Soon as a kidnapper arrives, the first thing they do is cut it, remove it. Just like in the movies. But right now, in the world of today, it's not something people are used to. So they might come and they don't know. And you're just being here, tracking. The necklace should not be expensive because they would sell it to someone else. You would end up tracking the same guy. Yeah, listen, I'm not saying that it's a perfect solution. I'm just saying that this might save your life. If the people don't know, if they know, they know it's over. But if they don't know, look, there was a guy from some terrorist group, and they found where he was because of his phone. They just tracked his phone, and they just sent a bomb, and poof, killed his whole family. Done. Him and everybody. So yeah, listen, they already know how to track you just from triangulating, just from when your phone, if they have your phone number, they know when your phone is connecting to the antennas, the 3G, 4G, 5G's antennas around you. They know from how much time the ping from your phone to this antenna, how much time from your ping to that antenna, and how much time from that ping from the phone to this antenna, how long it goes, how long it took from the ping to arrive in millisecond from the phone to the antenna. And triangulation is doing a calculation from the distance between the three ping, and from that they know your location. So listen, they already know your location. If they want to know where each of you are right now, it's not hard. Now the question is, would people go further? And trust me, if you've seen how they use the media to make people fear, they will have a way to make everybody wear that when they want. When we arrive to that point, they will find a way. Trust me. Not today. 5 years, 10 years. We'll talk about it again and you'll see. Because yeah, that's the way this world is. We talk about privacy. Privacy was sacred. Privacy was sacred to us. And no, to our parents, privacy was sacred. Our parents are in their 70s, their 60s, their 50s. My kids, they are born in a world where nobody cares about privacy anymore. Even my wife, like, now my wife she's a little antisocial, so she's not into that much. But there's a lot of things where we don't think the same just because of our age difference. She's one generation after me, so there's a lot of things that I find suspicious, and for her, yeah, it's normal. So look at all these generation. If I look at my daughter, for example, she's 4. She had an iPad since she was 6 months. So she was born in an era where you have the internet, you have access to anything you want to watch whenever you want to watch it. They're not like us. We were born like news were at 8, Dallas at 8:30, porn on Sundays, etc., etc. And Wednesday afternoon, Dragon Ball Z. Those kids, they have access to everything now. So they will not think the way we think. They will not see the world the way we see the world. The things that we think, oh my God, this is crazy, privacy, all these things, or for them, they are born in a world of Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. We were born in a world of the news come from TV. They are born in a world where the news come from the internet. They trust more strangers talking on Twitter more than the news. You can see with what happened during the pandemic. Most people, they don't trust governments. They don't trust pharmaceutical companies. They don't trust the news. They trust whoever they follow on social media. So you have a lot of gurus here and there, with gurus with 100 followers, 1 million followers, 500 followers, 5,000 followers. You have a lot of gurus out there influencing people because whatever they say is what people believe. So these conversation about privacy, it depends from what generation you are. And you might be like, oh no, I want my private life to be private. And some others will be like, no, I want my wife to know where I am. Some people will say, no, I want to know where my kids are for their safety. And some others will be like, no, I want my kids to be completely I want to respect their privacy. But those things will change with time. Maybe they will be more enforced, or maybe they will be tweaked, because if Apple released that tracker 10 years ago, maybe it would have been a backlash. But today everybody was like, oh yeah, it's useful because somebody stole my bike 10 times already. Now I know where my bike is. So it just changed with how people are. It's interesting. Mais imagine que les malfrats le détectent ou qu'ils blessent ton enfant juste pour l'extraire. Yeah, I know. Je suis complètement d'accord. But that's what I'm saying. When we arrive in a world where everybody has a tracker and everybody knows where it is, the first thing they will do is it will be to remove it. And it will be the same thing in a world where everybody's tracked. Let's say in China, where they are already going in. Let's say in China in 5 years, they decide to put let's say in China, they decide to put a tracker in every Chinese person, and you don't have a choice. If you're a criminal, or if you are a dissident, the first thing you're gonna do when the police is coming for you is remove your tracker or make it fuck it up. Of course. But that's another world. But the thing is this. For us normal people, we don't really care. Like, I mean, I use the trackers in all the devices that I have in my family. If we lose a phone, or if my daughter forgets her iPad. Last time my daughter forget the iPad at the airport, and my first reflex was to look at the tracker. I was like, yo, where's my daughter iPad? I went in, find my, and yeah. I went to devices, and here I have a list of all the devices, and I can know where they are. So I'm not going to show you where I am on the map. MacBook Pro was a long time ago. my son, for example, yeah, he's in Angola somewhere. See what I mean? So I don't go there because I don't have any malice. So to me, it's a tool. But yeah, you could use it as a tool for the wrong things. But when my daughter lost her iPad at the airport, the first thing I did was check if he was still at the airport or somebody run with it, or if he was in the plane. And I saw he was still at the airport, and we were not far from it. So I looked near the suitcase thing, and it was there. She just forgot it in the bench. So yeah, we took it. And I was like, oh, thank God. And to me, I was like, yo, that shit is useful. That's what I said to myself. Now, if I was a multi-millionaire and I knew that, or maybe somebody told me, yeah, you know, we heard that some people might want to kidnap your son or kidnap your daughter. I track all of them. Put this shit in their ass, on the butt cheek, poof, click, direct. Put 3 of them so that, yeah, maybe they will remove one. They don't know. There's another 2. Put it in the teeth. Put it everywhere, in the eyes. Like, I'm joking, but depending on who you are and what is if you are a big king of Saudi Arabia and or a big businessman with billions, you might see different than us from our point of view of poor people. Yeah, you know, it's like, yeah. You see what I mean? So my mother told me a story about her best friend's son. He was in South Africa, and he's not a kid. He's like in his late 20s, and he just met some people out there in South Africa to do business, and they just kidnap him. And yeah, they wanted to ask for a ransom, etc., etc. And my auntie was like in despair. And finally, he actually saved himself, or they let him go. I don't remember. But once you leave those type of traumatic experiences, trust me, you don't see those things the same way. Yo, you want to be tracked. You want somebody to know your location all the time because it happened to you. So if I ask him, he's not gonna have the same reaction as somebody who never had that problem, because he's been kidnapped before. And those people were saying, yo, listen, let's just kill him. He was hearing them. Now imagine if he had some air tags in his jeans, and those people didn't know what it was. Maybe the mom could say to the police, this is where he is. And they would use that to save him. That's what I mean. So we are now arriving in this world where you have stories of bad actors using trackers against you. And you have also stories of people who, thanks to a tracker, they were saved. Like you had this guy who was he was doing skiing in Switzerland or somewhere, or France, I don't remember where. And there was a avalanche and he fell in a trap, and he was trapped between I think it was Switzerland. He was trapped between two big walls of ice. Impossible to climb, impossible to do anything. No network connectivity, and the only thing that saved him was the fact that his iPhone was sending its location. And I think his wife had Find My Phone, and thanks to this, they could exactly know where he was. And that's how they found him. So, as I am right now, yeah, my phone is a tracker, my watch is a tracker, my AirPods are trackers. But only people who can know are my wife and my kids. And maybe my cousin, I think my cousin and I, we always have, like, we did it like 10 years ago and we just left it. So I know always where my cousin is, and my cousin always know where I am. And yeah, listen, if my cousin one day is I don't know, fell in a canyon and is still alive, but have no way to, and everybody's looking for him, and my niece calls me and she's like, oh, my dad, the first thing I'm going to do is look him up, and I'm going to be, oh, he's here, exactly there. And maybe they go and maybe they find him unconscious but alive, and this might save you as well. So a lot of people, they always want to look at everything with the negative 1% stories. I like to look them at the 99% positive stories that could change listen, everybody that has been kidnapped or had a family member kidnapped or had a dangerous thing happen where they were somewhere but nobody could hear them. And maybe what makes the difference is this: the fact that now we have a technology where, for example, the Apple Watch, if you fall, it detects that you fell. It detects because of the movement you do. It's gonna send you a message saying, hey, did you fall? And if you don't reply, it will automatically send your location with a message to local authorities and to your friends, to your daughter, your wife, somebody from your family will say, hey, there's something strange. We detected that he fell, and maybe you should call him, and this is the location. And this can save your life. So again, but it asks questions that are very interesting. I don't have a clear I like to see always things from both sides, but when you see the two sides of people who had their life saved, you're like, yo, interesting. But when you also see the sides of, oh, yo, some people put a tracker on my car and then they knew where I live and they just came and stole my car. And I was at the commercial center with my Ferrari. I parked in the parking so everybody could see me, and those motherfuckers, they just came and they were like, they put the tracker behind my wheel or somewhere, and then they wait. And then at night, they just went to my garage, took my car. So from both sides, that's where you have to tweak, you have to be careful, but it's an interesting conversation. And that's what I had for you tonight, And like my cousin said, different times, different behaviors. I'm telling you. Moi aussi, je suis père et je pense tout le temps au pire. C'est ça. Yo, when you have kids, trust me, like a lot of your thinking, they just switch. Like when I think about what just happened in the US, yeah, I'm like, what about my kids' school? You see what I mean? Like, it is scary. It is scary. Like, the world is way more scary when you become a parent. Way more. And imagine that I was the kid of, I still am, but I'm the kid. But when I was like 7 years old, my dad was the ambassador of Congo in Paris. So anywhere I would go, I would have a driver, I would have security. So I even know these things and I feel them completely different because I was somebody that was always not tracked, but I was always watched. When I was in Belgium, and listen, I was the son of the ambassador in Paris. My cousin was the son of the ambassador in Brussels, and my other cousin was the son of the chief of security of Mobutu. So imagine that when the three of us would walk in Brussels, we are chilling, we would go places, and let's say we go in the streets where it's a little more ghetto, etc., because we want to go somewhere, or we want to go to the streets with the sex shop, something, when we were like 17, 18. When we would arrive home, the first thing people would tell us, there would be like the uncles, would like, what were you doing in Rue Brabant? I was like, how do they know? How do they know? They were like, how you know? And they were like, oh, you think we don't know where you are? We know where you are 24/7, and your faces, every Congolese person know who you are, and it's dangerous. And this could happen, and that. And we were like, back in the days, we did not even realize who we were, and we never thought that somebody could just kidnap us because we were the sons of important people of the Congolese government. Not to forget that back in the days, even the people like Belgium government, French government, US government could hire people to kidnap you just to force the hand of your parents. Those things happen as well. We didn't think about that because, listen, you're a kid. You just want to have fun. You just want to go rap. You take, like, listen, I think the first time I took the metro, I was 16 or 15. Before that, I had a chauffeur taking me everywhere. Not only for my because we could, but also for security. Because my dad didn't want us to go and walk around. So when I started rapping and I would go to Sarcelles, I would go to these places so I could rap. My parents were like, yo, this is dangerous. And I was like, nah, it's not dangerous. We're just rapping. And for them, it was like, nah, this is dangerous. And back in the days, I was like, yo, those people are pissing me off. But today, I'm like, oh shit, I understand. It's not just about me and what I want. It's also about all these things. There's like government issue, political issue, geopolitical issues that when you're a kid, you don't care about. But when you start thinking about it, oh shit. Like, I could be the target of something just because they want to target my mom, my dad, my uncle. So when you come from those families, it's different. And me growing up with the children from the Mobutu family, we didn't think about all that. We were going to bandouche, we were going to parties, not thinking about all that. But yeah, there was always some security there, like ready. And as you know, as I grow up and I start understanding the world, I'm like, yo. So we're not I'm not in politics. I'm in music. But if I become a multi-millionaire, yeah, you might think of all these things and ask yourself, what would I do to protect my family? Would the respect of privacy be more important than the security? And everybody has to ask themselves the question for them, but also look at the point of view of others. For people like me who've been living like a double life, because when I'm out and about, when it comes to music, I'm just, yeah, it's just me. I don't care. But even today, when I go to the casino with my dad, yeah, security is there. My dad doesn't walk without his security. He has he's armed security, 2 people plus driver, also armed, always, all the time in Congo. And when he's outside of Congo, here, for example, when it comes to Lisbon or when he's in France, he's always walking with his bodyguard, always. And because it's something that is normal for me, I don't think of it as something that is not normal, because, yeah, listen, I've never seen different. But yeah, it's different from other people. So in my wedding, for example, the guests of my wedding, they don't even know. You had you got my dad, you had people from the UN, you had 2 people who tried to be president in Congo. You had politicians from Congo invited by my dad, UN, but also politicians from Guinea-Bissau, because my wife's father is a minister now in Guinea. But my mother-in-law, who's half, she's Russian, she's Belarusian, she works at the UN. So all these different people, it means a lot of security. So people don't even know in my weddings, yeah, there was a lot of security, we're gonna say. And yeah, you got security in the room. On the side, nobody could see them, but they were there, ninjas. You got people downstairs, and you got people around. Just because, yeah, the people that were there. And to me, it's normal. This is the life I always lived. But when I tell people, they're like, what? No, yeah. In the photos, you can see them. But you know because you know. But when you grew up in power, you see things differently. So that's maybe why I see this thing differently for me, because I understand all the implication of how I lived, because of where my dad come from, where my mom come from as well. And my wife, for example, would see it completely differently because she didn't grow up the same way as me. And a lot of people who are watching also, everybody will see it in a different way. But yeah, it is what it is. Listen, I hope you enjoyed. If you enjoyed that show, make sure you give me some unicorns in the chat. I always like when the show is full. I had 131 people tonight, which is cool. We are moving. Oh my God, ce film. Je suis allé voir ce film au cinéma. Je crois que mon fils avait... c'est vieux ça. Mon film avait 5, 6 ans, 7 ans. J'étais traumatisé par ce film. Yo! Surtout quand ils vont dans la maison avec les deux qui tremblent tout le temps. Ah, I was like, yo! J'ai arrêté de regarder tous ces films. Non. Moi, j'aime pas tous ces films après. Yeah, anyway, this show is brought to you by shadaware.com. Don't forget to go to Shadaware and get yourself some nice things. Don't forget to go also check the channels of everybody who's here. MJ, Wemoto, Joel Amen, Dahlia MTV, and yeah. Shadaware, you have some lots of nice stuff that you can get. We have, so that's for when the end of the summer. You have the bomber jackets now, but those light hoodies when there's a lot of wind, when it's windy but hot, you can get them in shadaware.com. And yeah, listen, I have to remove the face mask. This is the things of the past. But yeah, go check my website and you will probably find something that you like. And thank you for coming tonight. I'm gonna leave you with a track since we've been listening to some Angel City, I'm gonna leave you with a track called Pink Unicorns by Angel City. And I will see you when I see you, which is Wednesday, where we will talk about Justin Timberlake. And a lot of big artists are selling their catalogs for millions, and people don't understand. And I understand, so I'll explain to you why. So, see you Wednesday, and bonne nuit, bonne noite, buenas noches, have a good night, blessings. What the hell? Not what I want to play.